Welcome to the Fight Republic, where I'm joined by Lavish Larry or Linebacker Larry, and we have a couple of things to talk about of interest. They got my attention after last night's fight between Garcia and Guerrero at the Staples Center. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad to have you aboard. I wish we had the hecklers here to add to this, because I know they'd have a lot to say, and this thing would probably go for an hour, but we don't have an hour. We got a couple of things to take care of right after this broadcast. So what's going on, buddy? How's everything?
Well, let me tell you something. It's good to be back on the mic. As you know, I travel all over the world. I'm out there doing my thing, movie deals. I'm out there with the ladies, but every once in a while when I get called, especially by Moxie Empire, I have to come over here and check it out, just because this is the place where the hecklers do their shows. This is the place where people get the facts, and that's what I like, is the facts, so I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to be a part of the Moxie Empire team, and really this subject that we're about to talk about, I have a lot to say about it, but before anything, I want to give Moxie Empire the thanks for having me here. I can't wait to do a show with the hecklers, and I'm excited.
And I'm very happy to see Al Bernstein, adding to the mix. I mean, amazing broadcaster. I've been listening to him since I was a kid, and the guy knows his stuff, and he really is a legend and a true Hall of Famer. So let's get down to it here. So last night, Amir Khan, I've been told, these are the reports. I wasn't there to see it, to witness it, which I would have loved to have been a little fly on somebody's coke, sitting next to them to listen to this. In the fifth round, it is said that Mayweather had a little encounter with Amir Khan. Basically, Amir Khan, was challenging him and telling him, to come out of retirement and challenge him. Now, it's also said that Mayweather, I would have loved to have seen Mayweather do this. Told him, hey, is that the guy that beat you? Basically, that knocked you out, meaning Garcia, and then all hell broke loose in the sense of a verbal exchange, and Khan feels that, well, when you're retired, nobody remembers you, and it's like Khan went in there basically to stir up the beehive, talking a lot of smack, and he is a part of Al Heyman's team, if I'm correct, right? He's signed by him, so I mean that's a good thing for him. I mean, Al Heyman's doing great things in the sport of boxing. I've always admired the way he did it. He's a true professional, true businessman, and he's doing what he's got to do. You know what I mean? To become the UFC or the boxing, arena. So, what are your thoughts on that of Amir Khan? Yeah, I mean, he was there, I'm sure, invited by his promoter, right? But the fact that he tried to stir up Mayweather. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I'm not a big Amir Khan fan, and I think the kid has been taking too many delusional drugs, first of all. We need to get Morpheus back in here and give him the red pill so he can snap out of his fantasy that he's at and go into his reality. Because first of all, who does Amir Khan think he is, telling Mayweather, you should fight me, get out of retirement and fight me? Mayweather was just specifically asking him, is that the guy that got you beat? And if you look at the Moxie Empire website, there is a video there where we have a knockout of the week where Amir Khan does get knocked out by Danny Garcia, and all Mayweather was asking was, is that the guy that beat you? Why does Amir Khan get all mad about this? He did beat you. He knocked you down 3 times.
I agree with that. I really, really agree with that. I understand. Amir Khan, I'm gonna if you listen to this, I'm gonna give you some words of wisdom. I've been with great champions. I've been around great champions. I've been in this since I was 9 years old. And I just fell in love with the sport of boxing and the fight game in general. So I see where you're coming from. You've done some things and you feel like you deserve a chance, and you wonder, why did Maidana get the shot and I didn't? After you did beat Maidana, but you didn't knock out Maidana. I'll give you that. You did beat him, but you got to make a statement. If you want to face a guy the caliber of a Mayweather, you got to make a real statement. But once again, you'll tell me, yeah, but I beat Maidana. I mean, what did Maidana do, right? Yeah, okay, I get it. But if you really want to make a case for yourself, you got to really do something like KO people.
Look, the bottom line is Amir Khan's not that good. I don't care what anybody said. The kid is drinking something crazy, man. Because, first of all, the problem with Amir Khan is somewhere down the line, in his career, somebody told him that he was that damn good. And he actually believed it. And now he's over here walking around thinking that he is that damn good. To say that you're better than Manny Pacquiao, to say that you're better than most of Mayweather's opponents, come on, dude. I mean, if Mayweather wanted to fight you, he would have fought you. Pacquiao chose Bradley over you for his last fight. What does that tell you? You're not exciting. You're not good. You're a decision guy. All right?
Okay, so I get that. So you know what? Let's focus on Amir Khan then. Let's look at Amir Khan, the fighter. Okay, Amir, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt here. We're going to look at what have you done to earn this fight with Mayweather or to get this notoriety that you're looking for. I mean, you have a 31-3 record, 19 KOs, 9 decisions. I mean, as I look at your record, lately you've been doing a lot of decisions. Let me tell you, my friend, I mean, decisions are fine and dandy, and they do pad the win record, but they're not going to get you that attention that you're looking for. You want attention, you got to do what Mike Tyson did. You want attention, you got to do what Pacquiao did during a certain stretch where he was knocking everybody out. But in your last few fights, what, Algieri, unanimous decision. Alexander, unanimous decision. What's his name? Collazo? Okay, unanimous decision. Diaz, unanimous decision. Molina, RTD. I mean, and that's with the benefit that you've had the trainer, the what's his name, the Virgil Hunter. You've had Virgil Hunter who trains Andre Ward. So you know that added to your arsenal. You're still knocking out people. We get it. You're winning, but not in a way that gets our attention. And you know, let me tell you something, Amir. You know, you got to realize this is business. Business is business. Fights are great, but everybody is in a way in it to make some money too. So, you know, have you had the chance to highlight yourself? Yeah, you had fights. When you fought Algieri, that was at Barclays in New York. When you fought Alexander, that was at the MGM. When you fought Collazo, that was at the MGM. You've had the arena, you've had the platform, you've had the stage to highlight what you got and knock people out. I mean, you were at the MGM, New York. I mean, you've been in the hubs. You even fought one in LA, if I'm correct. I think it was Molina, if I'm not mistaken, that you fought in LA. So you've been on the big stages, but what have you done? Decisions are not going to cut it. That's not going to make people knock down Mayweather's door and tell him you have to fight this guy. Decisions are just not gonna cut it. What do you think about that, linebacker?
I mean, look, it's simple. The guy's not that good, okay? I mean, and when was the last time he fought? A real champion keeps fighting. He's not over there crying and asking a retired Mayweather to come fight, okay? There are guys wanting to fight. Actually, I take that back. There is one guy wanting to fight Amir Khan, and we'll get to that too in a bit. Danny Garcia doesn't even want to fight you. Danny Garcia did not look that good last night. He's not a great fighter. He's a good fighter. I'll give him that. He's not a great fighter. And for Danny Garcia to say, I don't want to fight Amir Khan, I mean, that's a slap in the face. Amir Khan, if I were you, I would quit posting pictures on Twitter that I'm over here at a club in LA and that I'm over here across the world, and I would take pictures in the gym saying, I'm training hard. I don't care who it is. I'm ready to fight whoever. Because right now, the bottom line is that there is a killer, and he wants you, and he's over there across the pond in your home country, and you're ducking him. I don't care what anybody says. That's the guy that you should be fighting. That's the guy that you should be training for. What are you doing getting in Mayweather's face? What are you doing over here trying to fight Danny Garcia, who already knocked you out once? There's a guy right now ready to show all the English fans and the English world over there in the UK that he is the best British fighter, and you're ducking him. I don't understand that.
Yeah, he's also been calling out Pacquiao, and that was another where he came. My managers talked to me. That doesn't matter. Let me tell you the bottom line. Like you gotta really know a little. I mean, you seem like a smart guy, so look at it from the business angle. I mean, look at the rankings. What the WBC champ is Garcia, WBO is Bradley. Under that is number 2 Pacquiao. The IBF is Brook. The WBA is Thurman. Okay, Thurman is facing Porter, so they're gonna clear that up, right? But you know, just like you're the number 1 mandatory for Garcia, well, the number 1 mandatory, I guess he's number 2 was to face Bradley, and then you know, I mean, Bradley has the title, the WBO title, so, you know, because of that, you know, well, in a way, technically, Pacquiao say, well, I'm facing the champion. If he wins, he leaves with the WBO title, so that's not a bad way to go, but that's kind of like sort of business, you know, there's a number one contenders that you got to acknowledge, so, you know, it was just a business decision, you know?
Look, man, at the end of the day, who does he think he is wanting to fight Pacquiao? Are you kidding me, Pacquiao? I mean, this guy is just delusional. He's not going to fight Pacquiao. Pacquiao chose Bradley. That says a lot too. Bradley couldn't even knock out a 2-year-old. All right, that's what that tells you, is that Amir Khan, you're not that damn good. You couldn't wrestle your way out of a brown paper bag. That's how bad you are. Get it through your head. You're not good.
I get it, him wanting to fight Pacquiao because he wants to add a real big name to his arsenal, like a Mayweather or a Pacquiao. But you know, you're getting them kind of like past their prime. So wouldn't you want to face a real lion? All right, to me, a real lion is Kell Brook. Let's talk a little about Kell Brook. I mean, Kell Brook has, in his last 7 fights, he's had 6 stoppages. Of those, 5 TKOs, and he won the IBF title, beating Sean Porter with the majority decision, who he beat soundly. So I mean, Amir Khan, you want to get back on the map? You want to really be acknowledged? Go beat up on Kell Brook. Kell Brook's not a little guy. He's 5'9". You're messing with Pacquiao. What's he, 5'4"?
5'5".
5'5". You're messing even with Timothy. Mayweather? Even with Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley is 5'6". He only has, out of 33 fights, 13 KOs. He's not a threat. He doesn't knock anybody out. So you're basically asking for a boring fight. You know, even if you went after his title, the one you want to go after is the one that's knocking everybody out, that's beating everybody up, and that's a big guy. He's 5'9". Kell Brook. Go after Kell Brook.
Let me tell you something, and this is the most ridiculous thing that I heard all week, is that Kell Brook is ready to fight Amir Khan. He's been calling him out for months now, saying let's do this. They want to fight. He wanted to fight in June over there in the UK, Wembley Stadium, and get the fight going. That's a big fight in the UK, okay? Amir Khan comes on Twitter and says that he wants an 80-20 split. Are you kidding me? Are you taking the same drugs that De La Hoya's taking over there with a 90-10 split between Triple G and Canelo? I mean, that's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Above all, Kell Brook has been saying, I'm gonna destroy you. He's calling you out. He's on his knees begging you to come fight him. And you're over here on Twitter saying, smell the coffee. You're not that big of a fighter. Amir Khan, who are you? Who are you? I know more about Kell Brook than you. I don't want to see you. I want to see Kell Brook. And you're telling me that he's not that big of a fighter like I am. Smell the coffee. No, my friend, you smell the coffee. You're not that good. If I were you, you need to go fight Kell Brook and see if you're really that damn good. And I can promise you, you're probably not that damn good, because you're probably going to get knocked out.
I mean, I'm sure about one thing. If Kell Brook had gotten the opportunities that Amir Khan has gotten, whoever's taking care of Amir Khan, they're not doing a bad job. I mean, they're putting him at the Mandalay Bay. They're putting him at the MGM. They're putting him in New York. I mean, he's fighting on the big stage. I go, but decisions are not gonna cut it. You guys got to get that through your head. I mean, you think that we want to see a chess match, that we want to see, oh my God. Yeah, if it's a throw, the crowd erupts when there's an exchange. Like, for example, the last 15 seconds, that's all we got from Garcia Guerrero. Oh my God. You both have Latino blood in you, and all you could give us is an all-out battle for 15 seconds out of 12 rounds. I don't even want to talk about that. That was such a disappointment. That's why the people that I was around yesterday, about 20-25 people, they all left kind of like disappointed with the whole thing. And it's like, and I just think, wow, that's why we keep losing fans. Boxing keeps losing fans, because of fights like that. People want to see throwdowns. That's why you use your gloves, hit somebody, you know. So, you know, the fact that, like, going back to what I was saying, you know, how Kell Brook's gotten these opportunities to be on these big stages like Amir Khan has gotten, and he did what he's done in his last 7 fights, like I said, 5 TKOs. Let me tell you something, they would be demanding, but people would be forcing these fights. They'd be telling Pacquiao, Mayweather, they'd be telling everybody, why aren't you guys fighting this guy? And then they'd look like they're running because they're old. But that's not the case. Amir Khan has not built a good enough case to be demanding these big fights. And now he runs back after he couldn't get anything going over here to Kell Brook. And you're right. You know, he kind of like told him an 8-2 split. Are you kidding me? You know, his what is his promoter? Eddie Hearn, is that his name?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn. He couldn't believe it.
He says, okay, you know what? Let's be fair. It's not too far off from me, 264. I mean, 6'4" is favorable. If the guy beats you, he should get his money. If he beats you, he only gets 4 out of 10. That's like not even half. They first wanted half. Okay, Amir Khan, because you fought on the big stage over here or whatever. You think you're a big name.
Stage?
Yeah, I know. I know. We know it's not a reality because we go down the street and we tell people who is he. People don't know who Amir Khan is. That's the truth. That's a fact. I go, but it's simply put, Cal Brooks just said, put up or shut up. Let's do 6'4", right? That's what they're looking at. And he says, I will destroy you. Well, you know what? I don't doubt if Cal Brook is going to destroy him. I think he will destroy him.
Look, man, it's ridiculous. First of all, Kell Brook is the champion. He's undefeated. He's knocked out 5 of the last 7 opponents. And you're telling me that he's willing to give Khan a 6-4 split? That's just the most ridiculous thing. Khan's not a champion. He's the most boring fighter. He got knocked the hell out by Danny Garcia, and now he wants an 8-2, and they're giving him a 6-4, which I think is ridiculous that they're giving him a 6-4. But it just goes to show what kind of a fighter Kell Brook is, because at the end of the day, what this tells me is that it's not about the money for Kell Brook. It's about getting his hands on Amir Khan and knocking him the hell out and telling everybody this guy is not as damn good as he says he is. And I like that about a fighter, because it's not about the money. And when Kell Brook knocks him the hell out and he gets his 6-4 split, everybody's gonna look at Amir Khan and says, you're nothing but a joke. Because that's all he is. He's a joke. He's a joke in boxing. Nobody wants to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see him. I don't know what else,
I mean, look, my advice to Amir Khan, I mean, like, I like to respect everybody. And, when they talk foolishness, we'll call it out. We'll say, like, dude, wake up. Okay, Amir Khan, you wake up and smell the coffee. You want to be taken serious? I want to see you go and beat him. Go beat this guy. Go beat Brook. Take his title, and then come back and then beat Garcia and take his title. And then you have 2 of the titles. And then go down and whatever happened with Bradley and Pacquiao and go take his title. In other words, you want to be considered real. You want to be considered the big dog. Clean house. Go do it. Okay, what do we want to see in the welterweight division, linebacker? As you look at the welters and what they're ranked, and they're a little scattered here and there, but some have Bradley at number 1, which I was like, what? But whatever, that's fine. I'm just like, okay, whoever, that's what it's. Okay, others have Thurman in there. Then there's Pacquiao. Pacquiao's still in there. I don't know how he's still in there, despite his last few fights. But he was great, but he's not great anymore. He's just good now. He's just part of the pack now. But he was great at one moment. They have you have Khan in there. You even have McDonough in there, which I don't know. No one even knows who McDonough is. The fact the McDonough will only be remembered for fighting Mayweather. They have Porter in there. I can't believe some people still have Marquez in the top 10. Marquez? Are you kidding me? I mean, you know how old he is? Whatever. Let's not even get into that. And let me tell you, I do like Juan Manuel Marquez. I like all the battles he's done. He's a warrior. But, he's way past. The fact that we have him in the top 10 in some rankings, that just tells me, like, wow, that's all we have left. That's all we have out there. And, Guerrero's just Guerrero. He just keeps fighting. He's up in weight class. He can't knock anybody out. When he goes, the Warrior goes 12 rounds. Nobody wants to see that. Sorry. So what are we looking at, linebacker? What do you think? With all these names I'm throwing out there, what are you looking forward to in the welterweight division? What I would love to see is for this guy to step up in the sense of beat Amir Khan. Kell Brook, win your next fight. Kell Brook, the guy he's fighting is the Canadian. He has to fight him. But the guy, what's his name, Kevin Bizier, he's ranked number 1. He's IBF mandatory, so he has to fight that one. Kind of like Garcia is number 1 mandatory is Amir Khan. Right. So Amir Khan, you're gonna get your chance to build your case. You're gonna have your chance to show us, but stop giving us decisions. And if it's gonna be a decision, we want it to be a blowout where we're just like, oh my God, he left it all in the ring. Like there was no doubt he gave it all. And I mean, they were knocking each other down. It's something that we just say that was a spectacular fight. Of course we would like a clear-cut decision, like someone knocking somebody out, or a stoppage that was just like, wow, that just shows that you dominate your opponent. So, but if we have to get a decision, if I have to swallow the pill called decision, I want it at least to be one that I could say, like, wow, that was a fight.
Well, here's the thing, and to quote Heckler C, actually Heckler E, is these guys need to get their head out of their ass, okay? And the reason I say that is that in this welterweight division, there is no fighter really that's just dominating. There's one that could, in my opinion. He hasn't really done it yet, and I'm curious to see how he does it, and that's Keith Thurman, okay? Keith Thurman with the fight against Sean Porter. he has to take out Sean Porter in a fashion that's just convincing, okay? And from there, just clean house. I don't see anybody else cleaning house in this division, you know? Like, just to give you a reference, all right? We're going to go into the world of mixed martial arts with Conor McGregor. Everybody knows Conor McGregor now, okay? Now, why is Conor McGregor making such a big impact? All right, everybody at first was saying, oh, this guy just talks a lot, does this, does that. But this guy would go and talk all the smack that Amir Khan is saying. Oh, I'm the best, I'm the best. Conor would do the same thing. But guess what he did, Amir? He would go out there and knock people out. He just knocked out the pound for pound best fighter in the world in 13 seconds, okay? So I think Conor McGregor has earned that right to be able to say whatever the hell he wants to say. You haven't done that, not even close. Now, the day you start knocking people out in your profession, which is boxing, you're supposed to be one of the best boxers out there. The day you start knocking people out and start calling them out and saying, I'm going to knock him out in the 4th round, 5th round, and you actually do what you say, I'm going to respect you and say, okay, let's put Khan up there. Let's give Khan the big pay-per-view fights. Let's give Khan the fights that everybody wants to see.
I agree with you. McGregor does do that, and I give McGregor a lot of credit. He puts up and shuts up.
Of course.
I mean, it's put up or shut up, as Cal Brooks told Amir Khan. I agree with you. I mean, everything that McGregor said he was going to do, he's done it. I mean, you have to give the guy credit. It doesn't matter how you feel about him personally. It doesn't matter what you think about him. The guy does what he says he's gonna do, and that is worth my dollar. That is worth my time that I'm gonna miss going out with my beautiful girl, that I'm gonna not go hang out with my boys. In other words, I'm saying on this night I'm gonna watch McGregor fight. It's a pleasure to watch McGregor fight. And you know what did he do to the number one that hadn't been beat in God knows how many years? Was it the pound for pound champ? What was his name? Jose Aldo. First round, knocked him out with a pinpoint shot right to the chin, right? Correct? Yeah. Knocked him out, left him there on the ground. I'm like, wow, that's how you do it.
Here's the thing with McGregor that Amir Khan needs to understand. McGregor fights. He fights 3 to 4 times a year. He just got done fighting in December. Guess what he's doing in March? He's going up in weight and challenging the lightweight champion. He fights. Sure, he talks to talk, but guess what happens? He doesn't just talk to talk. He's over there fighting. He wants to take out not only Rafael dos Anjos, he wants to go up in the welterweight and take out that title. McGregor will fight. He's a fighting champion. I can respect that. Khan, when was the last time you got into the damn ring? You don't even fight. You're over there just running your mouth, but you don't fight. How the hell am I supposed to know if you're that damn good when all you're doing is running your mouth, and when you do get in the ring, I get a decision. Kel Brooks calling you out, and you can't get into the ring. You're not a fighting champion. You just run your mouth.
Getting me all excited. I want to talk about Conor McGregor, but you know we don't have enough time tonight. I got to go. My phone's buzzing like crazy. My girl's been waiting for me. I'm an hour and a half late to dinner, so I'm sorry, guys, but you got to take care of the lady. Anyways, I'm gonna give a call to the hecklers, and hopefully, linebacker Larry, you could give them a little text and see if they'll be willing to jump into this conversation about Amir Khan, this whole situation. You can listen to the hecklers. It's an honor to have them on board at themoxieempire.com. Take a look at their podcast. They're going to be doing a lot more, and it's amazing that you were able to get them. They're known for speaking their mind, and you can't quiet them down, you can't shut them down, you can't get rid of them. All you can do is bleep them. That's a tagline, correct? And that is so true. And thank God for bleeps existing. That way we can hear what they have to say, and we can imagine what we can't hear. All right, everybody, take care. It was a pleasure. If you guys have any comments, please get in contact with us. And linebacker Larry, you have anything yet to add?
All I'm saying again is I could go on for days about this subject. And Amir Khan, to me, it's like you're not a champion. You never were a champion. You're not a fighter. Get in the ring, prove yourself, and then start calling people out. Until then, don't even stop running your mouth, dude. Start running your mouth and get in the ring and train for once. All right. Virgil Hunter didn't even know where you were last time we talked to him. He's like, I don't know where Amir Khan. That's your own trainer, buddy. He doesn't even know where you're at. How did your own trainer not know where you're at?
All right, linebacker. I got a couple of massage, passes during Christmas for gifts. I'm gonna give you one so you can, somebody could go relax you. I mean, we don't want to let you lose.
It's just horrible. I mean, like, look, you get me out of my element to come talk about a guy that's just running.
Okay, I got
mouth.
you on my left. I got my girl on my phone, and then now I got my camera guy waving me down. We're way over time here. When can we continue this, linebacker? When can we continue this? Okay, linebacker. Let me call you out. When can we continue this?
Whenever I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. We can do another one right after this. Go do your thing with your girl. We'll do it again.
You know what? Really? As a matter of fact, I am going to go have a nice dinner. You're welcome to come with me. If not, I'll be back and we'll continue this. All right, everybody. Out.